Okie dokie, hello everybody. I will be doing a reading today that is technically timeless, but I'm filming this in the middle of our isolation lockdown period, so some of those elements are probably going to be integrated into this reading, but this is for people who are in a relationship. It's a love reading, but for those in relationships so that I can focus more on those certain situations. The last video I posted was for singles. This is not singles. So this is pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. You can pause the video here, pick what you want. I don't even know what's to come for this, but we will see, won't we? Anyways, why don't we just get started with pile number 1. Okay, hello pile 1. If you picked pile 1, duh. Here are the cards that I see that you picked already. I don't like doing full piles because I like shuffling in the moment and whatnot. So you got Let Go and Take Action, Blossoming Abundance, and Strategy to begin. So already there's like the Take Action card and Strategy card are kind of attracting me right now. My first impressions here are seeking some kind of movement as far as making the relationship work. Like I definitely think, well, with the Blossoming Abundance card here, there's a whole lot more potential in your relationship than you currently are seeing in it. And I think part of that has to do with like letting go of something. We'll see what specifically. I'm gonna go straight into the tarot cards to see what is up with your connection as far as all this goes. Oh damn. The first card that came out is the Ten of Cups. So, I mean, that's the overwhelmingly positive card, especially when it comes to relationships. That means you at least see this person as someone you can see yourself spending the rest of your life with. However, with the Seven of Swords coming beside it, that's like one of my least favorite cards in tarot, just because it isn't always based in reality. Like, there could be like, you may just have trust issues, or they might have trust issues because of their past, as far as putting their whole trust in people, because sometimes people can be shitty, and they may have had a negative experience with that sort of a situation. So I think that's maybe something one of you or both of you has to let go of to let this relationship blossoming abundance, blossom into the Ten of Cups, emotionally satisfied place. But I definitely think there's something, there's another let go energy. The Fool is another let go energy. The Four of Cups is emotional healing. So, like, I don't like to use the word damaged, but there's a possibility that both of you or one of you is damaged in this relationship, emotionally damaged from prior hurts or prior deception and deceit. I think you can open up to this person about that, though, if you haven't already. I don't know, like, this could be at any level of a relationship. This could be like the very beginning of a relationship, someone who's like been in a relationship for a while. This reading already is giving me the feeling of a newer relationship, just because it's blossoming abundance and it hasn't quite got there yet. So I'm feeling a newer relationship. If you're in a longer term relationship, you might want to pick one of the other piles. I don't know, I haven't done them yet to know what the heck they're about just yet, but right now I'm definitely feeling a newer relationship vibe. However, if you are in a long-term relationship and this is still resonating, continue watching this, obviously. Okay, we have a few things. Nine of Pentacles, love that. the World. Oh my gosh. 7 of Cups. Oh, and the Empress. Alright, these are like overwhelmingly positive cards. I think there's definitely a chance the feminine in this connection is slightly more secure in like emotionally, financially. The feminine in this relationship is just slightly more comfortable and like in their energy more securely, whereas the like I don't see too much on the masculine. The only masculine fully masculine cards I see here is kind of more the 7 of Swords and the 4 of Cups, which are more negative energies, whereas all the rest here, which are hugely positive energies, are like more feminine energies. So I'm definitely seeing that it might be the man in the relationship that has to let go of something, or at least let go of the past hurts they've had. I think they also maybe need to let go of an insecurity that you might leave them because either they're insecure with themselves or they see that you're so beautiful. I'm acting as if I'm talking to the girl, the woman, or the divine feminine. It can be whomever. They see the divine feminine as extremely beautiful and like kind of almost out of their league, and like they have options and they can't even imagine why this person has chosen to spend their time with them, but that's in their own insecurity. Like, that's something that they need to let go of and figure out. And I think in a way, the feminine in this connection can assist them with that by like being upfront and saying, hey, I'm choosing you. Like, it's not a coincidence I'm choosing you. I'm choosing you because either whether you're at the point where you've said I love you or whatever. I'm choosing you because I love you. I'm choosing you because I see you as my be-all, end-all, who I can have a family with if that's your desire, who I can be with for the rest of my life, who I can possibly have kids with, like with the Empress here, who I can be financially stable with, who I can have like I don't know, the World is also a completion card, so it's like, okay, like Knight of Cups, okay. I think they're just definitely a more immature energy than you are. Oh, and the 2 of Cups. I think when this situation turns around and they decide to turn over a new leaf and have that new perspective, that's when everything's going to come together as far as all of this goes. I think a little bit of it is going to require the feminine in this connection to assure the masculine that they are their one and only as far as right now. If that's your situation, I'm definitely making these readings a bit more monogamous because that's just more traditional. But with the 2 of Cups here, you definitely that's a soulmate card. So I'm definitely seeing that you're soulmates, and you definitely have the potential to spend the rest of your life together with the World card and the 10 of Cups here. I just think definitely this person needs to turn over a new leaf, like the masculine needs to turn over a new leaf and start looking at their life with you, with the feminine, whomever is watching, in a less insecure space and just an acceptance. Oh my god, and the bottom of the deck has the Death card. So that in itself is like letting those thoughts go and creating a new life for themselves with the divine feminine in this connection, and acknowledging that their feelings for the divine feminine, just like accepting them for how they are, and also acknowledging them within themselves, because it's hard to love somebody else if you don't love yourself as well. I'm definitely interested to see if there's like anything to do with the current world situation here. Is there anything that is affecting your relationship right now, as far as like whether you guys are in separation? Because there's definitely a chance you may be in separation. This connection and how it's affecting this connection. Okay. It's definitely not negatively affecting this connection as far as I see right now. There's death again. I might as well just pull death from the other card, the bottom of the other deck, just to see. So you have that over there. So we have that. Oh, I didn't mention any signs. They don't really matter. Honestly, the only signs I saw in the previous, the Empress represents Venus, which is Taurus and Libra, and Death is Scorpio. So since Death came out again, and actually the Hierophant's Taurus as well, so I'm seeing Taurus twice and Scorpio twice, if that resonates for you. Yeah, but as far as what this current world situation, isolation thing is doing, I definitely think it's going to strengthen your relationship and bring you closer together, as opposed to tearing you apart, because sometimes long distance is hard on people, and without the physical touch in a relationship, if you guys are in separation physically, it definitely can hinder a relationship. However, I think with the High Priestess coming out first, whoever is watching this, whether it's the masculine or feminine, you know how this is affecting your relationship. It's not like you came here for me to tell you that you know, like, you already know how this is affecting your relationship. I think whoever's watching knows there needs to be a change. And I'm saying with the masculine, it's possible it could be the feminine, but I mean, I was just getting the masculine vibe. Like, you take it however it resonates. The Star card came out. Okay. Sorry, my sister's singing. Yeah, there's definitely like a change that needs to happen between, like, for one of you. As far as like a change in the outlook of the relationship, the confidence, because with the Hierophant here, there's definitely, coming out of this, I'm sensing that you guys are going to have a further commitment to each other, because of having spent either that much time apart, or vice versa, if you spent that much time together. Sometimes that can even kill a relationship if you live together when you haven't been living with that person. That could happen. But I think it's going to positively impact your relationship. And especially with the Star card here. The Star card here is like your wishes coming true, as far as what you find divinely being. I definitely want to clarify these Two Swords cards that came out before I say anything about them. Please clarify. Okay, the Queen of Wands is definitely one that came out here, so we'll put that there. Three Swords and then... Okay. So we've got Two Wands energy. That's the Eight of Wands that came out too. That's interesting, because like the Three of Swords represents separation. So I think the separation is just like hurting both of you. If you are in separation right now, which like I'm getting the sense, because like if it's an earlier relationship, you're definitely wouldn't be spending all of this isolation together, or you shouldn't be, if you're not living with each other at that time. So the separation is just painful, and I think with the separation there's a lot of extra thinking going on, like overthinking happening, like, and it's causing anxiety here, and I think that's mostly happening like part of the toxicity of like the masculine side of things, which is what they need to let go of with the death card, like their insecurities and whatever, because the feminine, like they find the feminine so attractive. Like this is like a passionate card, like they just want to keep going forward with this feminine energy. And I think this separation, because it's putting that on hold, they're afraid that they're gonna lose you because they can't move forward with you and snatch you up already. I say you, sorry, it could be whoever is watching, but when I say you, I'm usually meaning I'm talking to the feminine, just because I'm the feminine. So like when I have to, anyway, I digress. Yeah, there's definitely going to be a moment where they figure it out for themselves though, because these silly means of thinking, like an overthinking and immature thinking, insecure thinking, is affecting everything. And I think this could resonate for some people. I don't know, I'm just gonna say it. They might be overly like looking at your social media or like Instagram just to see if there's other people commenting, who's commenting and whatnot. Which is like, honestly, they just need to let go of their insecurities. That's what I'm seeing this let go thing is. I think they need to put their energy more so into loving the other person as opposed to being worried that they're gonna leave them. Yeah, this, like, I think that they're scared there's a third party situation, when instead you should see what's in front of you and celebrate what's in front of you, which is beautiful. Oh my god, the Lovers just came out. Like, come on. You guys definitely have a lot of, like, love for each other. Oh my god. Okay. When I was shuffling right before the Lovers came out, the Knight of Cups is on the bottom, and now the King of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. Like, this person, both of you have a lot of love for each other. I'm definitely seeing there's almost more love as far as like heart love on the masculine side, but that's because they're kind of like so scared of losing the feminine that's why all of this is coming out. And I think that's why their worry is distracting them from the actual full pure love that they feel, because there hasn't been a lot of lovey-dovey cards as far as the feminine side goes. It's more the passionate cards, the womanly energy. Like the woman, like the feminine in this connection is already secure enough, like they know how they feel. Like the High Priestess is a great card. Like you know how you feel if you're the feminine. And the masculine, I think you just need to stop focusing on the worry and more so start focusing on the pure love you have for this person, and just go that route day by day, because you definitely both have feelings for each other. You have the potential to be each other's like life partners if you just both are in this together and let go of the control or whatnot. Expect powerful change. Okay. Honestly, it's just telling you what's already going to happen though. Like the letting go part, I think that's kind of almost inevitable as long as you act on it, whoever the masculine is. Don't let pride get in your way. Huh. So the expecting powerful change, yeah. As soon as that change is made, things are going to be just like flowing properly. And pride, like the pride part, I think pride is a good like wall to put up when you're anxious or worried about something, like a confident kind of lion wall you put up, because like it's Leo's in a full moon in Leo, so it's like the lion. So when you're unsure, you can put up a wall of, I know what I'm doing, I know what it is. So I think that's more of a masculine thing happening right now. Let's see after this. Adjustments are required. Yeah, that was already established. So these are just saying what we need. We already kind of knew. Oh dear, my battery is gonna die. This is a long reading. Whoopsie daisy. Okay, I kind of want to say this. Oh yeah. You both are passionate people, and that also translates. I think you both are like enjoy each other in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. And I think that's another reason why you don't want to lose each other too. And probably also, if you're in separation now, a lot of the reason why you miss each other too, because you're like, wow, I'm missing that right now. I think there's a chance that one party could have manifested this relationship, possibly. I also think there's a chance, like, I don't know, this is making me think of like Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. So like both of you just have to like kind of look at yourself and see what you can improve about yourself, because that'll improve the whole thing. The whole situation. So you got all tied up and walking away. Yeah, I think in this situation, if it doesn't change, it is going to be a mess and will cause further things to get messed up. And I think with the walking away card here, I'm just getting the sense that if one party cannot change, that will be a necessary evil from this. I don't see it as a necessity as of right now. It's definitely just an encouragement sort of thing. If this person can't change or refuses to try and change the way they look at things, the way they act, the way they let their insecurities take charge of them, one of the parties is going to have to walk away. At least give them space, let them figure things out at the very least. But I don't see that as a necessarily full thing that you're going to have to deal with, because I see you guys, you guys are for the most part positive. I think just that one change necessarily has to be made. As far as being in quarantine, whether you're together or whether you're apart, I think you're going to come out of it as a stronger couple, and it's going to make you closer. But especially if you're in separation, please just don't do the overthinking thing. I'm getting more the masculine side of things on that, but as I said, but the overthinking is just gonna mess everything else up. Okay, I hope this resonated for you at least a little bit. If it did, please let me know in the comments, and feel free to like and subscribe if you'd like to. Please stay safe for the rest of your quarantine, stay home, and stay sane. Okay, goodbye, have a good one. Hello, people who picked group number 2 or pile number 2. These are the cards you got. Look for a sign and a victory. You guys are the only group that only got 2 cards, one from each deck when I shuffled them. So I'm not getting too much as of right now. The victory card being there, I'm definitely seeing good, like positive. To look for a sign. However, I think somebody, probably the person who's watching this video, there's a possibility you might have either doubts or, I don't know, you want to know if this is the real thing, the final relationship you're in. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say for this. And let's see if anything gets brought up about our current living situation in isolation and lockdown and whatever. 7 of Swords. This came up in the first reading. I don't like that card very much. I was saying earlier, I don't really like that card because it's not always based in reality. It's a card of possible deceit. Strength in the Tower. I feel like you guys are definitely the pile that got most affected by the lockdown situation here. Because I see the Tower as the lockdown situation, COVID-19, all of that. I think you felt like you were building something with this person, but then this happened and it kind of just made everything kind of like go to shit a bit. Yeah, I feel like there's a chance that before all of this happened, you felt like this person was the person you wanted to spend the rest of your life with, and you're having doubts. Like you, before this happened, you were like fully confident. You were like, there were maybe just the occasional thing that happened that just made you like, that made you question it. But right now I think there's a chance that you're questioning the relationship a bit. Here, let me see. Yeah, you're trying to balance out what pros and cons right now of this person, and you're definitely thinking logically. You're not thinking with your heart at all. Like the Queen of Swords is a logical thinker. She's very like mind heavy, like headstrong, which can be good, but I think if you like, we'll see if there's any more emotional cards that come out, because right now I'm not seeing the emotion in this relationship. There's the Emperor here, and the Okay, I have to say this message because it's just come out. For some of you, there's definitely a chance that this person is like really freaking good in bed. And you have never experienced somebody who can get you that well in that intimate of a situation, and so I think that's why that, like, you definitely want to stay because of that. And definitely I'm seeing in the bedroom they're more of the Emperor, which is like, they feel the most comfortable, probably, like the masculine anyway, feels the most comfortable in that situation because they know how to... Okay, one second, there's a lot of stuff coming out. No, I'm not taking all of those. There's the Page of Cups. Oh, and the Ten of Cups. There's the emotional side of things coming out. Okay, what I'm getting, though, with the Devil and the Emperor there, like, the masculine definitely feels more comfortable in the bedroom as far as connecting with a person. So I'm just getting, maybe there's a chance that you guys don't necessarily have the same love language or something. Or there's a bit of a disconnect. As far as like the masculine goes outside of the bedroom, he might be a bit more immature emotionally, which is really showing right now. If you guys are in separation, it's really, really showing, because you're like, you don't have that positive aspect of being physically intimate. So then emotional immaturity is showing with the Page of Cups here. Like, however, I think you're definitely optimistic. Both of you are optimistic. Whoever's watching is optimistic about it. Like, you definitely see a potential in this relationship, or you definitely did. I think you see the potential, but you want to see like a sign. Yeah. The Page of Wands too. This person is immature. Is a bit immature for you. Like the masculine, possibly. I'm seeing it as more of the masculine figure. Like, even the Page of Wands, or maybe if this is you. I think from afar, if this is the masculine, from afar without the physical touch, the masculine's passionate side is also immature. Without the physical touch, they lack the fiery maturity that the Emperor has. But if this is you, or the feminine, I mean, maybe you are a bit more insecure as far as like your skills in the bedroom, or like your passion may not be as fiery as theirs. Like that could be like your lack on that side of things. Whichever you resonate with, I don't know. Interesting. The King of Cups came out there too. There's definitely a major chance, not a major chance. This masculine energy though can definitely grow into the King of Cups energy, which is emotional maturity. They definitely can grow into it. I think it's just a matter of time, and I think the separation maybe actually would do it some good as far as that goes. Let me just get a clarifier for the Ten of Cups, Ace of Cups. See, I think you see the Ten of Cups as a possibility, but you feel like you're still at the beginning, so it's like, am I thinking too far ahead as far as the relationship goes? Even if you've been in a relationship for like a year or 2 years, you still feel like you maybe don't know everything about this person that you could know. And so when you think, oh, is this my happily ever after like person? You still, you go back to thinking, wait, but like, is this too soon for me to think this? You have the Death card at the bottom of the deck, meaning definitely there's something that needs to change in your relationship dynamic. That's possible. Like, I think with this isolation, separation thing, if you are actually in separation, it's actually doing you some good, because then you have some emotional growth coming from it, as opposed to just the straight up passionate, fiery, like physical aspects of the relationship, which are already like doing well. Like this person, that's what they feel comfortable with, they're good at doing. This will actually probably help the masculine energy grow up a bit emotionally, because they have the separation, so they can't depend on the physical. Also, I might as well mention some signs I'm seeing. There's quite a few signs here. Strength is Leo. The star under here is Aquarius. Justice under here is Libra. Emperor is Aries. The Devil is Capricorn. And all this Cups energy, that's like water energy, which is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So there's like a lot of signs here, but like really Leo, Aries, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn are the main ones here. And also with Death being on the bottom of the deck, that's Scorpio. I don't know, doesn't have to mean anything for you guys, so we'll see if you guys get lucky. Okay, I'll just take a few from this one, because I definitely want to use this one and my cat tarot deck. I don't know why it's calling to me. Ooh, boy. Three of Swords. Somebody's scared to get heartbroken because they put in a lot of work in this relationship. I think there's a chance that both of you could also be like financially well off together anyways. It feels like a strong relationship in the non-emotional capacity. Like in the physical world, it's an abundant relationship. With the Temperance card being there as well, that's Sagittarius energy, by the way. I think there's a form of waiting. Like there's something waiting. You need to wait for something. Damn, what are all of these energies? Where are these energies coming from? Whoever's watching this has mad doubts. Like, you're kind of in the middle, like, because there's extremely positive cards here, but then, like, honestly, debatably, this is like one of the worst cards in tarot. Like this is like the Five of Cups is also not a good card necessarily either. What is going on? What is going on? Please tell me what is going on. Yeah, okay, what's on the bottom of this deck now? Seven of Cups. Somebody has options. Maybe whoever is truly doubting this relationship knows that the other person has options, or they have a lot of options. And they see other people as possibly better than the person they're currently with. I don't know. Sorry if this seems just like so blunt. I don't know. I'm just trying to read what is going on here. Because this is kind of a confusing energy. Because it went from like to like super high positive energy to what the fuck is going on. Definitely someone in this relationship has a blindfold on and feels trapped in the relationship. Okay, this is going to only resonate for some of you. I don't know. I feel like I think the person watching sees this relationship on the decline. I'm so sorry. If this does not resonate with you, please try another pile. But you feel trapped in this relationship and you feel emotionally exhausted and you feel like you don't want to leave because you've already put so much freaking work in to get it to the point where it's so abundant that you don't want to leave. And you're looking for a sign if you should leave. That's the victory card there too is so confusing. I think you're scared. If this is the feminine watching, you're scared if you leave, you're not going to find someone who matches the physical intimacy that you've had with this person. As far as like sex goes. I don't know, I'm just going to say it. As far as sex goes, like you feel like you're not going to find someone who matches that capacity. Oh, fuck. The Five of Cups again. Literally Five of Cups and then the Five of Cups. Okay. Although this is the Five of Cups, I do read it ever so slightly differently than like the traditional because like the imagery is slightly different. And with this Five of Cups card in the Cat Tarot deck, I feel like it's like this is a self-pity kind of thing. Where it's like you're just emotionally exhausted, like your cups have like fallen over. There are two still standing, but it's like they're your last two cups standing. Here, you've gone through all of this effort to, okay, I see it as like all of these bowls used to be full. Also, random May might be important to you because May is specifically on this card. May is literally right around the corner, so I don't know. Thought I should mention that. But there's all these bowls. Like I'm imagining like food used to be in every single one of these bowls and the cat just ate up all the food. So someone's just like eaten up all the energy that's been put into this. Reverse pile. Okay, sorry guys, this is like not necessarily a positive pile. If you were actually looking for a sign, I hope this was kind of a sign. I mean, definitely don't just take my word for it. I would suggest looking at other pick a card piles or whatever as well if you're interested, or like finding someone to give you a personal reading. The Magician. If you are called to, or if you believe in it, I would suggest possibly, like, whether it's praying or trying to manifesting things. I personally have just started trying to practice candle magic. I find it interesting and it's an easy, lazy way to manifest, because literally you just have to like kind of, whether it's pray to it or like just whatever, count your blessings to it. You can look more into it. I'm not going to go into it, but it's an easy way to lazily manifest things in your life. And I think that's what you're lacking. I think you have so many options. Whoever's watching this, I think you're the one with the options. And you see the options you have. Okay, my card just filled up. I forgot to delete some videos off of it before I started this. I'm not sure 100% where it cut off, but I was mentioning that this victory card right up at the top here, sorry, the Ace of Swords did come out at the same time I was talking about that. Anyway, but the victory card reminds me of a Nine of Pentacles energy, where it's like a boss-ass, independent woman energy, and I'm getting that vibe here. Like, I definitely think there is I want to say a chance, but it's a possibly small chance that this is gonna work out. But honestly, you gotta go with your gut. You gotta go with your intuition here. I know you're looking for a sign, someone to tell you what to do. You need to find your, like, you need a new start. The Ace of Swords is like a new start, like a new life start. The Hierophant. I want to get a clarifier for the Hierophant, because that's usually talks about commitment and whatnot. So I want to see what's going on. Everything I say, take it with a grain of salt. So with the Hierophant coming out, the new lifestyle you could have can possibly be with this person. However, this has to be on like an equal basis thing. I think whoever's watching this, I'm getting that you are the one who's put in a lot more effort into this relationship than this other person, as far as to make it as abundant as it is. And so that's hurting you. When I asked for clarifying the Hierophant, the Emperor and the Four of Swords comes out. So the Emperor definitely is the masculine energy. There's definitely a chance for this relationship, if that's what you want. But I think you need to make sure that you are open and honest with this person if you feel like you've put in more effort than they have. And I definitely, with the Four of Swords here, you're definitely maybe going to need some time. If you are called to and you want to work on this relationship, but you also need some time for yourself, don't be afraid to take a break. This card is about breaks, so you can heal. If you feel like you are in pain, it's not the best place to continue to be in. If you are in pain around this person, or this person is making you feel some type of way, I don't know. Communicate openly. Say, honestly, I just need some time to myself because this is stressing me out. You can even like white lie, like saying this situation with the world stressing me out. I need time for myself, and I will contact you when I'm feeling a bit better. That is a bit of a silver lining to this kind of deeper reading. King of Pentacles. I should mention other signs. The Hierophant is Taurus, and the Emperor again is Aries. You got the Ten of Pentacles again. This is clarifying the King of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles again, and the Moon. The Moon is Pisces. When this masculine energy, this is like speculative, so this is dependent on if they decide to enact at this point. When this masculine energy decides to put in the work, that's when this will really flourish. And at this point in time, I think they do have like a desire to, but it's not something they're showing into the like the real physical world. They're kind of just like, if they put in effort, they put in a low-key effort that you maybe don't see. Sorry, I say you as if the feminine is watching. Please, please, please excuse me for that. It's just habit. Whatever effort the masculine in this situation puts in, they do it in a way that the feminine doesn't even see it. So even if they do put in a little bit of work, it's something that kind of goes unnoticed. Yeah, but he misses he misses getting down with ya, and he misses touching you. And the sun's on the bottom of the deck, so really, honestly, this one's up to you as far as like whether or not this works if you continue. Like, I think if Communication is what needs to happen now. Because I'm not going to ask the feminine or whoever's watching this to work more, because really that's what's caused this to be a bit of a mess as far as like emotionally just a mess. But I think communication is going to need to happen, and at least the feminine to stand in their power when they're communicating and being like open and honest. Hey, I feel like I've put in a lot more effort as of recently with this relationship, and just ask that you put in the same. Prosperity lies ahead, so that's promising. And also new moon, that's a new moon in Taurus, which when I'm recording this, that was just a day ago. You and your loved ones are safe. That's always a nice card to get in these times. You also, as a side message, might be worried about your family. You may be anxious about that whole thing, like regarding health and whatnot. I think this is the last deck I'm going to give you guys, because you guys got quite a hefty reading here. I think this was almost like a half an hour. Have faith in your dreams. So that's like an additional message there too. And I think it's also, as a side message for that, if this person, if you have an idea of what this person is like as opposed to what they are actually like, make sure you make that distinction, because I know that's something that can happen in a relationship, or like when people get into one. Wow, okay. I think that's all I've got for you, unless one more card wants to come out. But if this resonated for you at all, please definitely leave a comment. There's definitely potential here. It's just going to require some time, rest, some work on one side more than the other, to be completely honest. I think you need to deepen your emotional connection with each other if you're going to work on this, because the physical connection is there. You don't have to work on that at all, as far as right now anyway. But yeah, so if you want to like and subscribe, it's up to you. Please stay safe for the rest of this quarantine. Stay inside, stay home, and stay sane. And I wish you the best of luck with this situation if this resonated, and all that. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Goodbye. Hello everybody who picked group or pile number 3. These are the cards you got here. Get more information. Cornucopia. Okay, here, let me do that. Cornucopia and yin and yang. Wow, okay. As a side little note here, I'm noticing both cornucopia and yin and yang have double digits, like 2-2 and 1-1. So that's interesting. You may be like, I mean, like with the yin and yang here as well, you could be perfect halves for each other. I don't want to use the word twin flame, but like divine partnership as far as like divine union goes. Get more information is an interesting card to come out, because I don't know what to make of it. I mean, I'm called to my Rider Waite first, as opposed to the other groups, which I was called to my Gilded tarot. So tell me, what is going on in this relationship? I'm definitely like cornucopia. That seems like ideal. We'll see what's going on. However, I think there's a sense of cornucopia where it's like, isn't that like when you see something in the desert? No, cornucopia is like what you would see in a desert if you think it's there, but that's not the actual thing. Cornucopia is an actual like fruitful, I don't know. Okay, group number 3, pile number 3. Strength came out right off the bat. Strength is a Leo card, by the way. Tell me more about pile 3. Tell me more. Come on. Ooh. 5 of Wands, 5 of Cups, King of Swords. I want to get more information before I just go on and say things. Got the 9 of Wands, Judgment, 7 of Pentacles, the Star, the World. Okay, I'll start with that anyway. Okay. You may be in a current situation where you've been fighting a lot or just been having misunderstandings between each other, which is causing at least the person who's watching this some emotional distress and sadness. I think this could have to do with the situation right now where we're all isolated and whatnot. Whether it's you're isolated together or you're isolated separately, either way it can be very difficult on a relationship. I think the masculine person is a more logical person and maybe more blunt with their communication, which might be why there is a back and forth possible conflict as far as like, because the communication is being like if you're texting more than you're talking in person, it's just a bit more, it's hard to interpret it appropriately. That's what I'm getting anyway. I think there's a sense of waiting here too. Waiting for things to improve so that the relationship can either go back to the way it was when it was like positive, because obviously there was the positivity here. Like the Star here, you felt like this person was like your dream come true. You felt like this person was your end, like your be all end all is what I like to say. But I don't know, like this Judgment could be you either figuring out they aren't or you figuring out that they are. I don't know, there's something that has to happen for you to figure that out, because you put work into this relationship. It's just a matter of if that work is ending up worth it or not. And I think only time will tell in that case as of right now. Also, by the way, the Star is Aquarius energy. First thing that came out here was the Wheel. Then you got the Magician and the Star again. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. I definitely see this as a significant connection. You definitely have like, regardless of if you're meant to be together for the rest of your life or not, you definitely were meant to be with this person at some point, because like that's 3 major arcana in a row. It's all like the Wheel is all about fate. Here, let me see what else. I definitely think there's love there. It just may not be very developed. Okay, the 3 of Gabriel, which is the 3 of Wands. Okay, 3 of Wands is coming up now. The 3 of Wands did end up on the bottom of the other deck. I just didn't want to, like, I didn't feel it was super important at the time. I definitely think there's a sense of you looking forward, or looking forward to what's to come. What, instead of, you're not living in the present, you're living in the future and or the past. You don't like this situation as it is right now, which, like, understandable. Like, does anyone like this situation? I think you want to reignite the passion that you had for each other. But at this point in time, you're going to have to wait that out because it's not happening right now. I'm getting a sense you guys aren't together, like physically right now, because of the situation. And if you are, it's just not what you expected of being together 24/7. With the Magician there too. I definitely think you worked for getting this relationship. Huh. You desire a further commitment from this person. I don't know that they're willing to give that at the moment. So this is Temperance, this is the Tower, this is the Hierophant, and the High Priestess came out as well. Oh my, sheets are all wrinkly. Yeah, I think this, the Wheel being the first thing that came out, I hate saying this, it's an annoying freaking message, saying like it's all in the matter of time and fate, but that's kind of what the situation is as far as this is going, because really we're kind of all in that situation where it's all a waiting game as far as how quickly we can get back to a semi-normal life. I think the waiting is going to need to be taken as a time to go in, clear your, like your, both your mental and your physical health, your emotional health. Definitely, I think you have to take this time to heal a bit too. And if you are physically separated from this person, definitely take a step back from your phone for a little bit of time so that you can distance yourself a little bit from them, like so you're not connected at all times, especially if they're making you feel shitty sometimes just because of how they communicate through text. I want to see what else, like with the Tower being there too. I definitely, you're smart though. You're smart. Whoever's watching this, you are smart. You know what you need to do. I think when you communicate with this person, you need to be very direct because they're direct and that's how they understand things. So when you do communicate with them, do so in that way. I think there's a chance that you may need to take a slight break as far as like communicating with them. Be like, hey, can I have like a day or two to myself, just where I like chill. I just need to like detach from my phone for a couple days. Like use that as like a reason or anything along those lines. You need to have that, like the change your life card in this instance, like it's the Tower card, but like this is like not like a Tower card where it's out of your control. This one is in your control. You make this change for yourself and make it a sudden change quickly, but like just make it, you have control over it. In this version, you have that control. And I definitely think like there's 2 aces here, so there's gonna have to be new beginnings happening. I'll take like one more card from here. Yeah, but like there's definitely waiting happening. Things are not gonna be solved immediately. I'm feeling like as far as your problems go in this relationship, if you consider them problems or if they're just a bump in the road, whatever, most of them are not going to be fully solved until things start going back to normal, when you can see each other again and see where each other is coming from, really. But you also have the Sun card, so that's extremely positive. So there's definitely like great potential in this relationship. I just think because you guys can't communicate directly, like appropriately in this way, I would suggest maybe giving them a phone call. Like, don't depend on text. If you're gonna talk to them actually with their voice, like, or FaceTime or something, not like texting. I'm just saying that that's like, ugh, in this relationship anyway. Yeah, I definitely think there's a great chance for this relationship to like blossom into something more better and whatever. You also got the Knight of Ariel on the bottom, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. So there's definitely a possibility for this to be an abundant relationship, but like that's also the slowest moving knight. So things are just going to be slow moving from right now anyway. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just like, that's just going to have to be the way things are. There aren't like quick energies here. Things just have to like take their time, especially if things are meant to happen. They take their damn time. Like, they test our patience. Okay, I'll get you a few oracle cards now, and then we'll call it a day. Ooh, that one wanted to come out. You are good enough. Somebody needed to hear that. Maybe that's a bit of an insecurity of yours, which is why you get emotionally hurt whenever you like don't communicate properly with this person. You maybe feel that, not that they're too good for you, but something along those lines where you feel like maybe they're out of your league. I don't know. Get that out of your head. You're good enough. You are worthy of love. And anybody is lucky to have you. As long as you are being your true self. Conclusions are within reach. They're within reach. Just it's dependent on time. Oh boy, come on, talk to me here. Okay, we got a few things coming out. A time for healing. That's what I was getting a sense of with this Four of Cups card here, which is like Four of Raphael, whatever. Yeah, take this time apart, if you are physically apart, to heal, because like when you're together again, it's going to be like a whole other dynamic again. A win-win outcome is forecast. And luck is on your side. So that those two kind of go together in a way. Yeah, I think when you take time for healing, take time for yourself, go inside, improve your self-confidence, and like get rid of those doubts. Those doubts are not going to help you at all. They're hindering you. Things are going to be okay. Conclusions are within reach. It's just a matter of time, and although it's annoying to have to wait, just surrender to time and patience, and let things happen as they're meant to. Because even though it sucks, I hate it. I hate getting that message too. It's important. Anxiety. I wasn't necessarily getting anxiety cards under there before. Let's see what else comes out here. The Thinking Man. Huh. I would say that's equivalent to like the King of Swords as well. Whoever you're with, if you're the feminine, the masculine is more like is very smart. He's smart. He or she is smart, whoever the masculine is, sex-wise. Maybe you don't feel as smart. That's possible for some of you. He's very smart. Also with the anxiety, I think the anxiety has to do with like your own self-confidence. But I think with this Journey card here, just is telling me that that's just the way you're supposed to learn and grow through this relationship, whether this is like the relationship that you're going to be in for the rest of your life, or whether this is just a way for you to grow. Regardless, right now I'm seeing that there's definitely like a decently positive vibe here. It's not telling me too much as far as how the outcome of this relationship is going to be, but There's definitely a lot of growth that is going to be happening here. Yeah, growth, more growth. The garden and the gate. Just growth. Opening up to abundance. Like, you definitely have the opportunity. I don't know. It's just like, whew, positive energy. I got dizzy there for a second, just like thinking of, and I might as well just take another angel answers for the fun of it. Wow, major yes. Big yes with an exclamation point. So although you're trying to get more information, I think your get more information is your control issues. You're trying, like, anxiety is caused by by overthinking and lack of control. I think that get more information, you just want the more information because you want to control things more. I also had unlikely come out. Can you please clarify the unlikely card? If you had something cross your mind when the yes card came out and or the unlikely card came out, that is your answer for that. Two things. Within the next few weeks and no need to worry. I mean, that is given. Anxiety, as I said, is mostly caused by worrying and overthinking. I think you're going to heal in the next few weeks, and within the next few weeks, depending, I don't know if we're going to be out of quarantine by then. They're saying by the end of May we might have to start reopening some things. Whatever happens, I don't know. Within the next few weeks, you'll definitely have had a bit more time to heal, and this relationship might be in a stronger spot. Okay, I'm going to stop your reading there. Oh my god, this has been a longer reading than I had anticipated. I hope you enjoyed. Please, if it resonated, feel free to comment and let me know. That would be great. If you feel like it, like and subscribe. Please stay safe and healthy for the rest of this quarantine period and isolation. All the best if this reading resonated and whatnot. Stay home and stay sane. Okay, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.